Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to discuss a somewhat controversial topic depending on, who you ask, who you go to, and your personal beliefs. So let's hop right on to it. So first and foremost, what I want to say is that when it comes to a love spell, goddess, queen, you are a walking, talking, thinking love spell, attraction spell, come to me spell from the oils that you use on your body with the essential oils that have the properties to draw love to you, from the crystals, okay, that you adorn yourself with. Girl, you over here taking spiritual baths, bathing with rose petals and scrubbing your skin with honey, and just the mere presence of you is a love spell. But I know y'all ain't trying to hear that, but I just gotta make that first and foremost. You are the quintessential love spell, beloved. I know I am anyway. But okay. So when it comes to love spells, what I would say is, and I'm sure most would agree, is that it's best if you're in love already. Everything is going good, everything is sweet. Of course, relationships have that up and down, but it's best to do a love spell when shit is on the up and up. Like, this nigga is, well, this gentleman is doing what he's supposed to do. He's on point. You're happy. Things are sweet. Like when you get the feeling like shit's too good to be true, that's when you need to pop on a red candle. Okay, that's when you need to secure the love. All right. Now, once shit's already hit the fan, and you get to the point where you feel like you need to do a love spell, you might need to get a reading done and make sure whatever contract that you guys had together hasn't ended, and you need to transform and transmute that energy into yourself. Do something in the form of spiritual work on yourself, ground yourself, cleanse your energy, your aura, focus more on you. Once it gets to the point that your relationship is so hostile and futile that you feel like you need to put a little juju on him, you might be trying to tell yourself something. Okay? Oh girl. So I got this honey jar, right, on a particular individual. And honey spells can be done on anybody and their mama, including yours, whenever you feel like you needed to sweeten somebody up. It's all about the intention that you put into it. Everything that I have in this jar, as I was putting it into the jar, I was letting him know that he's going to do what I want, do as I say. He's going to see me as the epitome of a goddess. He texts me every morning, "Great Rising, Queen." Clockwork. And so once you get the jar filled, you put a little candle on top. This is a birthday candle. Please don't limit yourself. You get a little candle on top. Red, of course, because it's for love and passion and desire. And as you can see, there's a couple mountains and hills to climb, which I'm not surprised by. But with that being said, this is a jar that I continue to feed. So I wanted to come on. And with this one, I have rose petals that I just sprinkle on top. Every time the spirit moves me, I go ahead and feed his jar. Just wanted to put you on game to that. Okay, so like I said, everything in this honey jar is sweet. I have brown sugar, honey, I have the roses, jasmine, um, chamomile, lavender. I have money drawing as well because I'm trying to get in those pockets. I have bay leaves, oranges, and then of course I have his name written down 9 times with his birthday. Girl, get his birthday, his social, whatever you have that is linked to him. Of course, you want a personal item if you can. So if you have a little cum rag, that's pretty easy to get. Some hair, toenails, anything you want to put in a jar as well to put his DNA up in here. And that's pretty much how it would go with a honey jar or a sweetening jar, things of that nature. And you can do that on anybody. You got a boss, your mama, your kids. Um, you trying to get a job if you know the person's name that's interviewing you, things of that nature. Put them in a jar. With a love spell, of course, that's when you want to write out your petition. You want to be very specific in what you need. And one thing that I'm going to put in one of mine, because I have some ideas beyond, but if you're a person that doesn't go out a lot, you need to make sure when you're writing your petition, he needs to come to me through, social media outlets or, and it has to be miraculous because there are those of us who are pretty introverted and we don't get out much, and we're like, so how am I gonna find a man if I don't go nowhere? Spirit. So yeah, put that in your petition. Okay. All right. And also, a love spell is, like I said, it's something that you need to do. It's kind of like upkeep or maintenance, or like getting an oil change. Like you just want to get a tune-up. Just want to keep things running smoothly. If things have already gotten to the point where you're arguing and fighting and fussing and every little thing becomes a big thing, then you might need to do a cleansing. Um, but putting him in a jar or doing a love spell on somebody that you're already bickering with is only going to exacerbate the issue before it ever gets better. Putting somebody who is narcissistic and selfish and whew, and thinking it's going to change him, putting somebody like that in a honey jar or doing a love spell on somebody who really ain't no good for you, but you think you can change them and manipulate that energy, they only have what they have to work with. So if you put somebody who ain't shit in a jar and try to get him to be more affectionate and pay more attention to you, you just might get what you asked for. But all he has is the energy of someone who's jealous and someone who's manipulative. So now he's, where you doing? Where you going? Where you at? Where you been? When you coming home? Oh, who's that? So you're getting the attention that you petitioned for, but that's the energy that you have to work with. So please keep that in mind when you're asking of people something that they might not have. That's all I'm gonna say. But yes, in most cases, things are going to get worse before they get better because it's supposed to happen like that already. And also, the person might start to have that argument within themselves because they're doing something and they don't know why, or they try to justify it, and so now they're acting out even more. So on these love situations, it can be kind of iffy. You really need to do some soul searching if you ever get to the point where you want to do a love spell on somebody, especially if things have gotten rough. And I'm speaking from nothing but experience. The shit, The power is within your hands. Just know what you're doing. You I always work with the purest of intentions. I I know you're a good man, and I just want you to show it to me on a consistent basis because I deserve it. I know it wouldn't work unless you genuinely possess those feelings for me. So why not? But hey, to each his own, right?